Good.
I hope so, because we live now. All right,
Alright.
let's go.
And you're not alone. Tomorrow, we start another 2 weeks, hope.
I gotta get home.
No. What you gonna do is get this money.
You have not been with these kids for 2 weeks.
Who's putting food on the table? I'm taking care of you.
What's going on? What's going on? We back. Another review, P Valley Season 2. I know we're a little late with our review, but I decided to go live this time also, and I'm thinking we're going to try to go live every time as far as Mondays. That was my fault, too, on my behalf as far as us coming in late with this review. But anyway, welcome back. We're doing P Valley Season 2, Episode 5, White Knights review. Shout out to my co-host Nadia. What's going on?
Hey.
So we got something new. We got a P Valley Origins tale. Shout out to P Valley, man. They going the MCU route. We're getting this an Origins tale.
They realize we actually care about these characters, so it's nice to know. Hey, I peeped some shit. I peeped a lot of shit while I was watching, but we gonna get there.
It's a coincidence, the fact that we getting her as an origin story, because we've been talking about her throughout this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I always was talking about, like, why you gonna leave this Derek nigga? Why you wanna go with Diamond? Why did she do this in the third? We're gonna get into it, but like, I appreciate us getting some understanding of certain things. I am gonna say this though. I was not looking forward to us getting a Centrix episode just surrounding Mississippi. I was not. I was like, oh, no. What's going on? Whereas our other people there, I ain't think we about to just do this episode. But once we start going into it and everything, I shut up. Shut up real quick. Oh, okay. But yes, we are getting a origin story from Miss Mississippi. And we start this off with her performing in Atlanta, solo gig. We got Rome pretty much coaching her. And I said this last episode, I remember I said this last review.
Look,
I
you
said
called
pimping
it.
vibes.
You called it.
I said
You
it
called
seemed like
it.
he's trying to on some pimping shit. And even when here you getting her together as far as with the wigs or whatever, and her talking about she ready to go home, that nigga ready to cut off quick. Like, nah, you gonna get this money. Like, nigga, you sound like a
Yes. Oh my God. Triggering. Trying to tell you. Man.
This whole episode was, I'm pretty sure, triggering. And P Valley throughout this season been triggering.
Oh, yeah. I mean, stop.
It has.
But no, for real though, like,
Yo, Tony, what's going on, bro?
What up, Tony?
I don't know if you on P Valley. You in for a rude awakening.
Well, nah, man, you called it, and it's sad. I'm mad because I didn't notice it, and it's just like it made me feel some type of way because it's like
I think you looking at Rome just like everybody looking at Little Murder. They like, man, this nigga, they looking at him like, yeah, you looking at him the same way us gentlemen are probably looking at like Miss Mississippi or a little Mercedes or Artem Knight probably. I mean Haley. My bad. Yeah, Haley. I think that's what's going on.
I don't know. He just didn't seem that threatening.
Yo, what's going on, Matthew? Appreciate you coming through, bro. He didn't seem that threatening.
I mean, no. I'm talking about at first, like how it all started out. That's why I was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "Okay, we gonna see." But then, I pick up on the cues now, and I'm just like, "How did I miss this shit?" But I think I wasn't focused on him. I was focused on somebody else.
That vulnerability, the way she just seemed like she was scared, especially when Big Tink started going off. It was like Rome seen blood, like shark in the water. Oh yes, I got me one. Reel her in, and then he already probably know how Derek is, and then he go down there trying to smooth talk her, trying to make her feel comfortable or whatnot. On the last episode or whatnot, when Big Tink did what he did.
Yeah, but see, I'm like that. To me, with the way he was speaking, I'm like that just seemed like that was just him, and I was like, I still wasn't suspecting that, but I see what you mean.
It's even his approach to the whole Black Lives Matter thing. That's how I knew. No, he's not there.
We ain't gonna talk. Yeah,
he's not all the way there.
I mean, he constantly on cocaine, so
he should have thought about it this episode. But We also, one thing about P Valley, and I appreciate P Valley this season, is we're gonna get a good stripper scene. And god damn, Miss Mississippi came in and showed out. You talking about backflips, spin arounds. She got me a little dizzy. I ain't gonna front. I was like, damn, we at the ride on Carolines or at the fair. I was like, I'm getting a little dizzy because the camera work. I like what y'all doing with the camera work. We start spinning around in circles and stuff, whatever. But just seeing Miss Mississippi doing what she's doing, it's really showing you just how much she stands out also from P Valley as far as the pink. Like she's one of the ones. That's why she was able to come in and do what she did for Mercedes last season. But showing her skills, I'm wondering if we're gonna get this grand finale with her coming back to the pink and a big old Russian roulette, Whispers, her, Mercedes. Don't do me like that. Y'all gonna make Christmas. Y'all don't do me like that. I'm just saying, if we can get that grand finale, it was all worth it. Because you already know, P Valley this season, they can't go without it. And they did it again this episode, but we ain't gonna talk about it yet. I'm like, y'all really, bro? And ain't nobody looking. We sitting here watching, we engaged. Never mind. One thing we have been talking about, representation this season. As far as what they've been doing with gays, LGBT, or whatever. Another thing we haven't really talked about as far as representation, and I'm sorry if I ain't say it right. You remind me of how y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, that's why I said gay, but I don't even want to sound like.
I guess you said the rainbow. I just say Rainbow Coalition because bro, ain't nobody.
With everything with Pride and everything, and especially what they did with Uncle Clifford's birthday or whatever. Hey, but as far as representation, one thing they really did on this episode is the strippers. We got to talk about the representation for the strippers and the way they bringing in real strippers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez.
The Puerto Rican princess.
Miami Tip, Jessica Dime. I was one of those people. Shout out to my wife. We watched Love and Hip Hop, man. So that's where I know them from, especially in them early days where I was watching Love and Hip Hop New York where they had Jim Jones and them on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her mention. That's Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Hey, she ain't doing her thing.
They had her out there dancing to her song. Doing like
agree to disagree with Jocelyn Hernandez. She is doing her thing. Especially for where she came from. She doing what she doing. I agree to disagree once again, like I said. Especially with her little show, whatever, which I don't watch. I don't watch none of that Zeus or whatever they got going on over there. No. But like I said, I respect the hustle. I'm just saying. You all grown adults, you agree to do something? Okay. Anyway, representation, we are seeing them bring in real strippers. And of course they had to mention Cardi B. They had to.
Yes. I mean
and of course, we still gonna get that Meg Thee Stallion cameo. So y'all definitely be ready for that as far as the season finale. I know that's coming.
Oh yeah.
And Jocelyn, I ain't saying she ain't do nothing special, but we've been getting a lot of special dance moves this season as far as the athleticism with the strippers. She ain't do too much. That's all I'm gonna say. She ain't do too much.
I peeped that too, and I was just like, I mean, everybody got their own way of stripping.
I said the same thing when I was watching this, Matthew, but I said Cardi B probably a little too busy right now. It depends, though. I feel like Cardi B is the type of artist that'll come through. She humble.
Yeah, I feel like she's
definitely humble enough to come through.
Yeah.
But how did you feel as far as seeing Jocelyn Hernandez come in and show off a little bit of acting skills? Not really a little bit of acting skills because, I mean, Love and Hip Hop not necessarily reality. Scripted shows, I mean. So they done got the acting chops off. No disrespect.
My God.
I mean, hey, Love and Hip Hop is doing what they're supposed to do. Shout out to Mona Scott Young. The hustle is real. But yeah, I enjoyed seeing what she was doing as far as the so-called fairy godmother, because this is supposed to be the stripper Cinderella story. And shout out to Uncle Clifford on his best Morgan Freeman narration.
Man, oh gosh, Uncle Clifford, I love how he put that extra sauce on everything. He gonna give you some exposition with sauce.
One thing we can't get is Uncle episode without Uncle Clifford, whether we see him or we just got his voice.
I don't want an episode without Uncle Clifford.
And that's why I was saying, I was like, we're gonna get a whole episode based on Miss Mississippi, Keishana. I'm like, oh man, come on now. But I was good with it, like I said. Like I
was
said,
you don't want to know? I wanted to know. Cause I mean, like you don't remember her first season? Like she was straight up colorist. Like she
yeah,
was just
but
like
that's
all
why I
that
enjoy what we
light-skinned
got with this
wasted.
episode. We got a
Yeah.
way better understanding of what's going on,
Yeah.
and I don't mind her origin story. Shout out to Wolverine Logan, but like I said, seeing Jocelyn and them show up. Shout out to them showing representation for real strippers out here. I didn't mind her couple lines of what she had to say or whatever. Not saying she the best actor out here, actress out here or whatever, but seeing where she done came from, I enjoyed what she was doing because I understood what they was trying to do, making the whole playoff Cinderella or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I ain't never
What's
hating
a
on
metaphor,
nobody
bitch?
getting their
Y'all gotta chill, man. Talking about she said megaphor. No, yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed the singing. But like I said, this is an origin story, so we are going back to the early days of Miss Mississippi, and we get a little bit of origin from Gidget. Is that her name?
Yep.
Yes.
I was like, what? Her and Gidget been friends that long? I'm like, okay, that makes sense, man.
Yep.
And then
Seeing
like,
why they vibing and why she
Yeah.
one of the ones she actually looked up when she was on tour with her.
Yeah.
We also getting a little bit of origin from Derek. Goddamn UFC, aka Superman, aka the real Wolverine.
I mean, man, I see why he is strong as he is now. I don't think
Yes.
y'all understand how strong male
Why
cheerleaders
was
have
this
to
nigga
be.
not in Bring It On? This like
Hey, man.
he could have been in some
cheerleaders
like.
make you strong.
If you ain't never watched WWE, he damn near on some Brock Lesnar shit for real. I ain't gonna say John Cena, but he damn near on some Brock Lesnar. What you, Matthew?
Whatever.
She been doing
Black
it.
don't-
That
first
beauty.
of all,
Hey, yes, she was. Hey,
Black don't crack.
it don't.
Unless you
She-
do crack.
I mean, look at her down here at that picture right there when she talking to Derek in the blue tank top. Like nigga, fat. I'm fat, nigga. I'm fat. That's what she making me feel. It's the whole body tone or whatever, man.
Yeah. He did.
So go ahead and explain.
He did a bit. He looked like an adult with chill.
Oh, so we getting in this realm of bringing in 26-year-olds to play 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds. We can't say 18. It's supposed to be 16 to 15. They in high school.
Bruh, I've heard of 30-year-olds playing like 16-year-olds.
Shout out to Matthew for pointing that out. I was trying to leave it alone, but I mean, I don't watch Scream and the horror movies where they bring in all these mid-20s going
Adults.
into their 30s to play teenagers
Grown
in
ass
slasher
adults.
movies. But one thing I want to talk about is the way we do get an understanding of the attraction to Derek, because one thing they really focus on is how this is real too. How the people that look like us, as far as black people, the way they had these certain football players coming on talking about Miss Mississippi, pretty much clowning her for her skin complexion, talking about how dark she is, and the three Negroes talking about her darker than her, if I'm not mistaken.
They the same complexion as her, but it's a problem because it's on the female. Like, bro, I never understood that, and I thought that shit was wild. But like, been there, done that, had that shit.
I don't
said
know
to
if
my
we
face.
the only audience member looking at this one. We looking at Miss Mississippi, Keshana, like, yo, who y'all talking about? This fine ass body is queen right here, sitting here looking like she about to get me diabetes with all this. I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but I get it. Because we ain't gonna sit here and pretend like we wasn't in school or we wasn't around and seeing certain things happening or seeing certain people act a certain way, especially people that look like us and how we acted. Maybe it was male figures that's like, I want the light-skinned girl instead of, the dark-skinned chick. Or I gotta be honest though. I gotta be honest about something. And I'm talking about from a female's perspective. I've seen a lot of females like, I like dark-skinned dudes and whatnot. I like light-skinned dudes. Like straight up. I've seen females like on that type of tip, but I ain't acting like I ain't seen it before as far as like the whole light-skinned joint. Whatever.
I used to be the opposite. So, I mean.
What you mean?
I used to like light-skinned dudes.
Okay. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with having your.
I mean, I dated other people that are not light skinned, but like it was just I don't know if it was like a subconscious thing or if it was just I was really
What
doing
about
it on
the
purpose.
whole
I don't
thing
know.
with, you know, black dudes who like white females, and you know, certain females as far as
It's
black
whatever.
females who don't like that, and they say,
You're
"Oh, so you don't, you know how
you're
it is." You,
entitled to like who you like.
yes,
As long as you're not putting down the ones that you don't like. Don't be like, I like white girls because black they don't act like black girls. No, don't no,
see,
no.
that's the thing.
That's what
That's
we
the
not gonna
thing.
do. Cause you allowed to have your preference. You are allowed. My camera don't know what color it want my shirt to be.
And I wanted to speak on that because, like I said, they definitely made sure they made that important, not just only with them, because we're going to talk about the other thing as far as what's going on with Miss Mississippi, and that's why I enjoy her origin story. Excuse me. But as far as them going in on Kishana and her skin complexion and talking down to her, that's where we actually see Derek come in and see how aggressive he actually is. We don't understand it at first where this aggression coming from, but we actually get somewhat. That's why I said we actually get somewhat of an origin story with him too, and understanding where his aggression coming from. But as far as this scene, I ain't gonna pretend like I enjoy him taking up for Kishana and actually get an understanding of why he was the one and why Kishana is the way she is with him. This is just that first step of getting the understanding of why she pulled that gun on Diamond. Because we all sitting here getting up like, why are you pulling that gun on this and the third and watching this?
No, at that part, I still beg you differ with that. I would no, my back would I would not.
Yep, that's what I'm saying, Matthew. That's why I said I feel like talking to other females and just watching and seeing how other females done reacted. I've seen other females that just say they prefer dark skinned dudes, like straight up light skinned, dark skinned female, all type of females. The white one. Shout out to the Chocolate Brothers out here. We winning. But yeah, I ain't. Hey.
No comment.
Just seeing the aggressiveness come from Derek, though, we just get an understanding and not understanding why he act the way he do, but seeing him take up for Kishana. How did you feel about that scene? Because it's another scene that plays out with that, where the other guys are getting suspended, but he's pretty much good.
Yeah, student athlete, and it's like he's more. They're all student athletes, but he's more the valuable one. That's how school go. I lie to you, I lie to you not. Shit happened to me.
Was that any of a play on skin color though?
Also that too.
My wife mentioned this, and I was like, okay, that's why I went. Okay.
Yes, like I said, I had favoritism in lots of different ways. So I was a student athlete. So like I would rarely get in trouble for shit that I knew I was dead supposed to get in trouble for. Not that I was purposely doing shit, but like I had a temper. And I wasn't fighting, but like, you know, like you say some shit, we arguing like they call it administrators, but I'm not in trouble. Why? I should have been in trouble. And all those times that I should have been in trouble, I was prepared to take my punishment. I was like, I don't care. Write me up, whatever. I'm ready. Take me to the office. And they never did. So I get the whole favoritism shit. Like, I mean, not that I was using it on purpose. Like, it does really happen, though.
It was something that Kishana mentioned because he was like, but all of y'all was fighting, wasn't you? And he was like, yeah, but he said something.
They need their trophy. Because their cheerleading squad isn't just the squad that cheers for football and basketball. They're a competition squad, which is a totally different way of cheering. And I've cheered for both.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
he
the
really
stunt...
bring it on shit for real.
Yeah, because the stunts... That's why she didn't make the squad, because the stunts that they have to do, they have to go. Like, you can't be scared, and you can't be up there wobbling. Like, you gotta... It's some fast-paced stuff, and she wasn't ready for it. That's why she didn't make the squads. But...
Okay. And this is, again... This is the second time this is Derek saving her, because the first time this is where she's falling off and she's trying to balance herself when they doing the cheerleader tryouts or whatever. And he coming in pretty much helping her up off the ground or whatever, and then you have her sister coming in. And that's where we get into now. Cinderella story, once again, we had the stepsisters.
Yep.
Once again, I ain't know this about Miss Mississippi as far as Keyshawn. Her father ended up marrying another woman.
Oh yeah.
You know, remember the stepsister's name? Because I ain't got their name.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I'm going to call them stepsisters then.
I want to say that the light skin one was named Alicia or something like that. I I don't know. You got the light skin and the brown skin sister. And then you got Keyshawn.
Well, of course, both of them are favorite over Keyshawn, especially when the father's not around and they dealing with the stepmother and she doing all her talking and her preaching.
Mm.
Alicia. Alyssa.
I don't know what
Man, I don't.
I don't remember what her name was. It was something around there.
But this is important too, as far as dealing with Keyshawn, as far as Miss Mississippi, as far as her origin story and everything she's dealt with leading up to everything she has going on with Derek, because she's the outcast. Once again, this is supposed to be like that little Cinderella story, and her stepsisters are always being looked over as far as her and what she got going on. She cleaning up, she doing hair, she doing everything as far as you would call somewhat of a mother, besides doing what a high schooler would be doing. And she getting her sisters together, pretty much being looked over by her stepmother.
Yeah, that was so rude when she was like raising two girls and she was like 3. She was like, yeah, I forgot. Like, you rude. I have a step parent and I was not treated like that. Like, hell no. No.
LaRonica, Lisa. Okay, shout out to Fly Guy. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Thank you.
What's going on, Ian Williams, Alicia, and LaRonica? Oh, y'all coming through correcting us. I appreciate y'all. LaRonica, okay. I was just calling them stepsisters.
That was like, you not fit to keep calling them stepsisters and light skin and dark skin. No, we not. But we know whose name is who.
We pretty much get the stepmother. They all planning their dates, and this is just a prom, or just like a Christmas dance or something they getting prepared for.
Oh, homecoming. Oh, stick in generic American school event. It don't even matter. I just know. Oh, this is you know what? This kind of remind me of something that happened at school. But like, how they was talking about how the white kids and the black kids had separate events.
Oh, we gotta get to that. But it's when they talking about this as far as they dates for the dance or whatever they going to as far as the party or whatever. It's the whole mention of how they stepmama met Keyshauna's father.
Yeah.
And she's trying to make it clear it wasn't no Cinderella story.
I mean, it's hard, like, because it's like, you know, I grew up in the South, and like being rude to your elders, like, you know, that shit is a no-no. But then at the same time, I'm like, but she do need to stand up for herself, because like, don't be out here acting like you ain't still my daddy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, man, she's a child. She's a child. And you don't know the whole story between your parents.
Especially dealing with her
you
real
definitely
mama.
Don't need a you definitely don't know the whole story between your parents. I tell you that.
How they met, her mama, the stepmama stole the stepfather. I mean, stole the daddy or whatever. As far as he cheated, basically, he cheated. She talking about they was on the plane or whatever, and that's how they met or whatever, and they were still together. And by the way, it is raining. Is it raining where you at? It's thunderstorming where I'm at. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we have any little complications here, my bad, y'all. But yeah, they get into a whole beef or whatever about the way it went about, because she making it sound like it was all sweet or whatever, as far as the stepmama talking about how she met Keyshauna's father or whatever. And Keyshauna making it clear, like, nah, it wasn't all sweet or whatever, nigga. You was goddamn a home wrecker. You came in and stole my pops. He was still married. He was still in a relationship with my mother. And that's one thing we don't really get is what happened with her mama. Or do we? Y'all can let me know if I'm wrong. I don't really hear anything or see anything, or they don't mention anything as far as her mama. What happened with her?
Yeah, I don't think we get consensus. So maybe I don't know. 'Cause I feel like I was about to make up something. Let me start.
Nah, I don't remember hearing nothing. Like I said, y'all can let me know in the
No,
comments.
I was about to say I was about to pull from the wrong TV show. That's ain't it. I'm about to say, didn't she end up on drugs? Nope, that's a different TV show. So yeah, I don't remember what happened to her mom.
But watching this exchange between Kishana and her stepmama escalate, it really just
Yeah,
showed more and more just what Kishana was going through as far as just being alone, absolutely alone. Because I was throughout these scenes, and this was before we actually get a scene with her father. I'm like, damn, what's up with your pops? That you got a relationship with him? What's going on with him? And they mentioned that he out of town or whatever, but
hmm I
once
mean, they
again,
seem like they live pretty well off. So I mean, I would
yes.
assume that he wouldn't be around like that. Because when you living like that, you not at home all the time.
And it could have
That's
been a situation where he had more resources to get custody of Kishana, as far as the whole mother situation, which I feel like they still don't explain, but maybe it was that type of situation. I don't know.
yeah.
But like I said, it's interesting just seeing they exchange, and once again, you have Derek being the white knight that he is, pretty much giving her that comfort. Because you got a scene where she's pretty much on the way home from school or whatever, and he pretty much pulls up on her, giving her a ride home while it's raining or whatever, and she like, I don't want to go home. She don't exactly say that, but she basically ain't trying to go to that house. And you will understand why. And that's where we get our little cameo for Mercedes' mom.
Right. I was like, oh, they slick. They put Patrice in there.
Okay, thank you. Shout out to N. Williams. I was wondering about that, but I figured they didn't say nothing about her mom because I was listening. Shout out to Patrice. She make a little cameo in here. And like I said, this is a backstory, an origin story with Kishana as far as Miss Mississippi. But like I said, you got Derek coming in saving the day again, and this is where you still getting him basically coming in like the third time saving up from a certain incident.
Mm.
And we are time time jumping because we're going from a backstory and going to present day.
Yeah, we keep time jumping. But
And
yeah.
this is
Yo, this exchange. I had to rewind this shit. It was so funny to me.
absolutely.
I was like, I love it. And yes, that's how when you cool with somebody and y'all had that. Yeah. Yeah.
And his name is Wody, not Woody. Wody.
Whoa. That's what I thought they were saying. Like
they
what
saying Wody.
Master P and them used to say.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's what I think
Okay.
the Little Murder was saying at first. And I'm like, do you got some type of New Orleans slang going on with you or something?
Yeah.
But I think that's just his name. His name is Wody.
Okay. Wody.
Matthew Wills, bro. We got to get into it, man. We got to get into it. But definitely, jumping back into the present, because like I said, we jumping back and forth into Kishana origin story as far as her backstory, jumping back into the past. We jump back into the present. And we just came back, I guess, from them having a whole dance or whatever with Kishana at Atlanta or whatever. And they trying to prepare her for our next solo show, if I'm not mistaken. And we getting a little exchange as far as Big Tank. He's still in his feelings.
Bro, this is the emotional nigga. Like, what the? I get it, because, like, they still going through the riots and the shit like that going on.
Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with no more riots.
No, I know. He mad because Uncle
This ain't got nothing to do with no more
riots.
riots.
His feelings.
And all them boys said, whoa, they. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into shout out to Fly Guy. We're going to talk about that. But as far as this little exchange right here, like I said, this ain't got nothing to do with Big Tink as far as the whole Black Lives Matter, cops being shot. He's still feeling some way as far as that postcard and Uncle Murder. And Little
Uncle
Murder. I'm sorry. I'm following them. I know they on tour right now. But Little Murder and Uncle Clifford. This is what Big Tink is still upset about. This ain't got shit to do with that. And this is why you get that exchange between Miss Mississippi, Kishana, and Wody. And I love this shit. It just looked like I think these niggas fuck. I wanted to get him when he put his hand on his head because that's to say like, oh yeah. Because this is almost like a real exchange where you at a party and you watching certain people talking about like they ain't together, whatever. You seen these people denying like, nah, we ain't messing with us, we ain't together. And you sitting there looking at some
that body language still on every time.
Everybody been already saying they've been talking, but now you're getting that full confirmation. Like, yeah, they talking. They talking. And they've been doing more than talking. But this was definitely one of the funniest exchanges that I have seen on television, not just P Valley, without even saying a word. But once again, you got my man Rome coming in here, saying what he's saying. And say what you say about Rome, but he kind of had a point somewhat because Wode, he is Little Murder's manager. Technically, Rome is Miss Mississippi's manager. He basically like, nigga, I'm looking out for y'all. I'm making sure y'all good too. This is supposed to be Miss Mississippi shit as far as Kishana.
He very well had a point. That's why the delivery though. It's all about the delivery.
Definitely, Matthew. Absolutely. But yeah, they definitely feeling some type of way as far as Big Tank. Basically straight, but Big Tank feeling some way. He dealing with the whole postcard shit, and Rome basically talking his shit because you know he jacked up on that coat, and that coat make you feel like Superman. And once again, I'm going off movies I watch or whatever. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this. But
I feel like I should, bro. The amount of people I found out to do, I'm just like.
I'm just saying for people like, oh, you must know something. Like,
no, motherfucker. I have no idea. I never. No, sir.
Definitely in Williams.
Yeah.
But this scene also shows the connection and just the friendship between Wode and Miss Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Because after everybody leave out the room, you see them have their exchange and them talking or whatever. And once again, Wode is not the individual that's just trying to do something or trying to get.
He ain't no yes man.
But
he ain't no yes man.
We forgot that Wode is a weird nigga too, on the good way. Because we forgot when he was hiding in coffins and shit at that first episode. The second episode, he was playing in coffins and shit.
Right. Flashy AF.
But it's really that exchange, and I was just waiting because I was like, oh shit, Big Tank about to go off. He about to goddamn smack the shit out of Rome, but Rome was talking this shit and he left out the room. Definitely one of the funniest exchanges though.
Yes.
Going into our next scene, we're going back into the past again, and we getting prepared for the dance. And like I said, I don't know if this is a Christmas dance because it seemed like they're in the Christmas time or whatever. And I'm gonna just say it's a Christmas dance or whatever. Because it seemed like what do they call
it? Winter formal. Yeah. That's what we gonna call it. Winter.
It can't be a prom or something.
No, I don't think it was prom.
This is where we get our first scenes with Mississippi father, Kishana father. And we see where he's pretty much just like the stepmom. He pretty much putting her ass on the sidelines. And they're pretty much getting the stepdaughters prepared for the dance or whatever. And I know y'all don't say their names, but I'm not going. Do you remember their names?
Veronica and Alicia.
I think that's right. Veronica and Alicia. I think that's right.
Alicia.
But I mean, we ain't even gonna see them no more. Like, think about. Like, I don't feel like we have. Like, come on. I'm just saying.
You stupid. That'll be weird if they come back.
This was one of the scenes that really caught my eye. And like I said, I love the way they're playing off the whole Cinderella story. But not only that, colorism, the whole thing they doing with Miss Mississippi. But not only that, it's the whole thing they doing with her father and just showing you this exchange between the light-skinned daughter. Sometimes, as far as Uncle Clifford said, they're racing. It ain't too much fun.
That exchange was weird and it looked very
uncomfortable. What?
It was very uncomfortable.
You want to pull out something and hit your man was. No, my bad, y'all. I'm just saying, holding her hips, the way he looking at her, and I make sure I got both of these images. The way she looked so uncomfortable, it made me feel bad for. Like headlock this nigga, like put him. Me and you need to take a walk. Just me and you. But yeah, she did. You don't think she seen that, Matthew? She know that. Look how that mom is. She's about the father. She definitely knows something is going on. I definitely feel like that. Absolutely, she knows what's going on. Oh yes. And this is another reason why you kind of get an understanding of why the father is the way he is with Kishana and why the way he is with the stepdaughters, especially the oldest. Well, I ain't gonna say the oldest one, with the light skinned one, as far as the way he pays so much attention to her or whatever, because we don't get a confirmation. But come on, this is almost basically saying it without saying it, what he has going on with her. And you pretty much could tell that he's probably done had certain situations with her behind the scenes or whatever without us seeing it or whatever. And I'm glad they don't go into detail. We don't need the details. I'm glad y'all don't. But just putting it in our minds. And P Valley, you see what y'all did with that scene where you kind of saying it without saying it. Y'all can do that a lot with certain scenes without actually going into certain details.
Stop. They like, nah, we fully showing you. Fuck the subtlety. But I
say, ooh.
Yes, please subtly show me, because I hate full-fledged. I mean, I get the purpose of it, but like, I ain't want to see nobody.
We know where it could have led to. Y'all didn't have to go into detail, but we understand it. We ain't got no problems with it because we ain't gonna stop watching P Valley. Shout out to P Valley. But anyway, this scene right here is definitely uncomfortable. Being that I got daughters, being I got a sister, like I said, just watching this scene was very uncomfortable. But once again, just getting an understanding of where Kishana was going through and seeing the things she was seeing and seeing what type of man her father was. And once again, having the night come in and save the day as far as Derek.
Oh,
I can't keep up with the number of times he done came in and saved the day. And why?
And that's the problem.
And I gotta say it. I was liking him as far as the past. I was enjoying him because I was just like him taking up for her, because I was like, damn, the way she being treated, the shit she going through was getting on my nerves. That was irritating me.
You know what? I feel like this proved that he could be a good person if he got therapy.
She said that. But we get an understanding.
Yes, it very much.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking too, N. Williams. That's what I was exactly thinking. Especially when she was when Kishana came home that night after the whole situation or whatever between her and Derek. Yeah. But yeah, man, this whole situation right here, what you was talking about as far as the differences between the dances, me and my wife had to kick off this laughing at it. Just between them showing the wine cups, the cups and the glasses, the dances, the differences between the party. And this is one of the things Gidget had mentioned, as far as she don't want to go to the other one, she want to go to the hood party. Well, like I said, this is Derek coming in saving the day again, because like I said,
now, okay, this grand of a gesture to someone that you just met is sweet and romantic, and also a fucking red flag.
Go ahead and speak on it, Adia.
Oh my God.
Because like I said, you got to understand what position she in and what she's seeing and what she's
I've been there. It's called love bombing. They do all this sweet shit for you. They always there when you need them. They like come in like Superman. They love bomb you. They love you, and you just feel all this love, and then all of a sudden they show you who they really fucking are, and you just can't believe it. That's
true,
exactly
Fly God. That's true. Shout out to Matthew. I get what y'all saying, but my whole thing is I'm looking at it from her point of view and what she's going through.
Oh like yeah, I mean it's nice, but he saw that vulnerability and he took advantage of it too. I mean, but he's also vulnerable and he's also a broken person.
That's it. That's what
it's too. That's called trauma bonding. Look, I know all the words. Go look them up. Trauma bond. They created a trauma bond, and their love is reliant on each other's trauma, and they both need to heal from their trauma. They cannot be together. You cannot both be in trauma and try to make a relationship work. Go to therapy.
because we
separately
do
and together.
find out that Derek is being hit by his father. And that's pretty much where his rage coming from, where his authority come from, feeling like he has to put that authority out, which we're going to speak on later on, which made me say, I know I'm speaking on saying I liked his character as far as the past, but by the end of this episode, the nigga's dead. He needs to die.
That exactly.
He needs to die slow. And we're going to speak on it.
We're
going to speak on it, but he got to go.
We're going to speak on it. We're going to speak on it.
As far as this whole exchange, once again, he coming in saving her. She is taking pictures of her stepsisters getting prepared for something that she wants to be a part of. But once again, seeing him show up, not only show up, but did he bring a dress for her too? Because she up there exercising.
Because it was too small, but she was like, I'm about to squeeze in this little thing.
And what's where we get, I'm in love with the Coco. Shout out to the reference. I get it. Pretty much. This is referencing Kishana being in love with Derek as far as the Coco, right? Or maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, it go both ways. It just,
yeah, that's right. You too, Dendia. That's right. Because I wasn't trying to think about it that deep, but I was just the song.
I always think about things like that.
Because they got a lot of songs in here, and even with her running in slow motion in the scene, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all doing. This was almost like on some play shit, but I got y'all doing.
Yeah.
But yes. Once again, we getting the references as far as the differences between the parties or whatever. But it's really leading into the end of the parties. And is this the scene where we see him in a bruise? Because I think there was another scene.
No, I don't think she see a bruise this time.
Okay, this is him pretty much getting her, trying to get her back at home on time. But she's vulnerable, very vulnerable.
Yeah.
And
she just want to be.
She take advantage of him too.
She wants somebody to love. Yeah, she just want to be loved. She wants somebody to love. She wants to feel love because she hasn't felt real love from anybody. And I don't know about a mom, but like apparently,
from a blood father. I mean, technically, we do see certain points where it seemed like, as far as maybe the light-skinned sister wants to show her some type of love, but she's held back somewhat. It do kind of seem like that somewhat, at least her.
Yeah.
But yes, Alicia. They pretty much go raw. I'm gonna call it what it is. They go raw on prom. Well, not prom night, but on the winter
formal. Who makes up this shit?
And this is where we get Miss Mississippi coming back after having her romantic fling with Derek. And stepmom sitting in the living room really smoking that gas. No, I'm just playing. She on that cigarettes, I think. She should have been on that. But she on those cigarettes, I think.
Is that something people really did? After dances and stuff? Go have sex.
I seen it after proms. I did see it. Shout out to my kid. I did see it at one point.
You like shout out to my kid, folks.
Yeah, because I was younger and he came to the house and he was like, "Get out of my room." I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, he said, "Get the hell out." And then I'm like, "Oh yeah." So yeah, they was doing it. Yeah, definitely.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, shout out to it, because if you ain't had the budget to go to the room, you come back to the spot, and we gonna look out. And we young. You got me. We kids. We gonna look out though. We gonna make sure everything's cool. But yeah,
that's a whole other story with it.
And look at them. They was in the car. As far as Derek and Kishana,
right. Bro, what a wet. Look, let me stop. I'm gonna get off track. Go.
But after this intimate moment, we skip time, and Kishana is pregnant, and we do get her kind of being a little boozy the way she talking to Derek. She talking.
But the funny thing is, both of them came from money, and she wasn't.
But you know why he got cut off? This whole
but she had a point about the whole. My daddy the one that paid for this, and like, if you see this baby coming, you got to be a man now. Like you got I mean. It's hard, like that whole, because
let's be real. She ain't like she made this nigga sleep with her. You knew what you was doing, nigga. They was both young, but still. But pretty much while she talking her slang, this is where we get this got to be our first moment, because the the way she talking, she didn't expect him to do what he did.
No.
He basically started choking her out while she's pregnant.
Yes.
Very intense
that,
moment.
That
You can see the
me
vein in
off.
this nigga arms and in his neck.
Not while she pregnant. Like, damn.
And I was just sitting there like, why she pregnant? But just seeing the look on her face, not understanding why he done this or why he done got to this point because of him being such a protector. Like I said, the White Knight. He done been coming through saving her time after time after time. But now she done got into this mode where she's saying what she's saying and pretty much he get upset. It don't turn into an argument. It turn into pretty much him abusing her.
Exactly.
And like I said, she's pregnant.
But yeah, that all them red flags. I mean, but like, it's that's a loaded thing because them being so young and choosing to keep the baby and then him being kicked out, and her moving out, and it's just.
She pretty much was kicked out too, because when she tried to go back to the stepmoms after that moment happened with Derek pretty much trying to choke her out, the stepmoms pretty much was like, "No, this ain't gonna happen." And once again, I'm like, I mean, no father. Like, where is this nigga at?
He too busy trying to figure out how to get the stepsister. So it's just all this is sad because I'm just like, I know what it's like to be that young and be that dumb and be with somebody that don't appreciate you. Like that shit is just.
But you got to think about it being that young and going through what she's going through.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just like. That's why I keep sighing because it's like. I want to be mad at her, but I'm just like, I can't because I know what it's like to be that young.
We can't be mad at her because I remember, like I said, me sitting there talking about it in the first review we did as far as P-Valley Season 2, Episode 1, where I was like, why she didn't do what she did with Derek? I'm glad Diamond said what he said with her at the store or whatever, pulling the gun out or whatever, why she betrayed him in the way she did him. But now we get to understand it. Shout out to Matthew.
Yeah, because Diamond knew where this was going to lead anyway. And that's what I tell people all the time. I had to tell this to somebody. I was like, you think that shit cute now, like that whole overprotective shit. You think that shit cute now, and you see him hitting people for you. Don't think that he won't hit you, and don't think it won't lead to the child. Like, don't. I'm like, it's a trickle-down effect. Everybody can get it. Like, stop.
I just like seeing the way we get an understanding of why she's so vulnerable and why she loved Derek the way she do, and why this is basically an understanding of why she pulled that gun on Diamond.
Yeah, you get
like I said, he saved her so many times, and even after this situation where he pretty much strangles her, he saves her from him. He saves her from him as far as Derek. Because she can't run to nobody else, so she has to come back to him. As far as that situation, when she go to her stepmama, she ain't got nowhere else to go, so she got to come back to Derek.
What the world?
I don't know who you talking about. All of that. What's going on, Brillo? Shout out to Brillo.
What up, Brillo?
I don't know if y'all trying to give me promo code. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about something else. You're talking about P-Valley. Y'all give me the promo code for P-Valley. Yeah, it's just this.
Promo code for stars.
He pretty much put her in a position where you got to come back to me, and now I'm saving you again from me this time, though. So I like that scene. I didn't like that scene, but I like that scene for his apology. Where she at.
What his apology? Is that what? See, and that's what I mean. The apology was a fucking
grand. The Pete in Williams?
No, I'm talking about.
I'm talking about because you said he's old enough. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is the past. Like I said, when they get updated, in the present, I'm pretty sure she's old enough. He gotta go. He gotta go, Brillo. We need I can't even say my man's name.
Oh yeah, because the baby 3, the oldest baby is 3. I see why they're doing the damn math because I was thinking about that shit too. I was like, how old was she when she got pregnant?
Don't start no investigation now. into goddamn Miss Mississippi, Keyshawn age into the paint.
No, it's all about continuity. It's all about continuity because it's like if the oldest baby is 3.
They got 2.
So,
because I didn't even know they had 2. I was like, they had 2.
You
I
didn't
didn't know they had 2. I did not know they had 2. I didn't know.
God.
I'm sorry, I didn't know she had 2.
See, he could handle the one.
Shout out Willow. Shout out Matthew. Facts, Matthew. I'm trying to tell her like, I'm trying to get them interviews too in Miss Mississippi and then Uncle Clifford. Y'all about to have an investigation going on into this age. Where Miss Mississippi ID at? I ain't even think about that. I wasn't thinking about that. Come on, okay, moving
anyway.
Like I said, after Derek ended up saving her again, and he pretty much apologized and saying he won't do it again.
Yo, that was like I said, that was a grand apology, and I see why she fell for it. I thought the
flowers was fake. At first, I was like, "Did she seeing something? Is the flowers real?" As far as I'm walking back into the crib or whatever, yeah, because I'm like, did he really do all that? He ain't got no money. He supposed to be broke. How he do that?
You find a way, and
I'm just saying. That's a hell of an apology, though.
Yeah, that is hell of an apology, and I see why she forgave him. Like, it's just like, because you know where this is going.
Yeah, and that's what we, like I said, going into the present. We get Miss Mississippi getting prepared for her another solo gig, if I'm not mistaken. But Rome got other plans.
Rome did the same thing that Derek did.
That's what I was saying.
Swooped in like the night. Took care. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of you. I got you. And then dressed her like the Barbie doll he wanted her to be.
Fact. I ain't gonna say. Well, she did learn her lesson because I don't think it was so much as that Rome was black. For everybody who's saying it, like it was, if Rome would have been white, I think it would have been different. No, it wouldn't. No, I think it's the fact that she had been through what she had been through with Derek, and she's still going through what she's going through with Derek.
She saw the signs this time. She learned because she saw, because you could tell like the way she was so hesitant. I was like, she already know what's about to go down, and she just hoping she wrong, and she wasn't wrong. And I was just like, oh, Rome ain't shit.
P Valley, I appreciate y'all's story. Like I said, I've been calling Rome on his shit. I've been saying he coming in like a little pimp, talking that talk, smooth talking, Miss Mississippi Keyshawn. We engaged in this moment. Once again, y'all want to come in with y'all tactics. Y'all not going to go an episode without trying to show some goddamn shit. And I'm like, so now we got to do it this way. And y'all even going to try to bring this nigga on with a flash. Like, no, nigga, we already done seen it now. And once again, I'm not looking for this shit. We watching the episode. She dead shot in the mirror. And what I'm talking about is the fact that P Valley feel like they can't go an episode.
You know what? Because I was just like
y'all gotta show a penis each episode, nigga. Like, stop.
You know what? I was like, what part are you talking about?
So you Miss Mississippi is in the mirror.
I know what you're talking about. I remember that. Because I was like, wait, what the fuck?
No. I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, why do y'all every episode since the first episode, they done came in here and said, we gonna show y'all something.
I told you they watched Euphoria and they saw how many dicks was in Euphoria and they was like, hold on.
God damn it! Hate this hacker.
Gotta
Matthew, I'm not looking for it. Me and my wife are watching this. I'm sitting here engaged in the goddamn what's going on in the scene because I know some shit about to happen. But no, y'all gotta come in and mess up the whole scene with some goofy shit. And I'm like, here we go.
I think I was too busy looking at Miss Mississippi.
Y'all, Andre, he found his wife goddamn slobbing on the knob. He trying to choke my man out. They gotta zoom the camera, make sure they show this. Like, nigga, stop. We don't got to see that. We know what's going on.
Hey, it's for the other people to enjoy.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Not on heterosexual men are not the only one that need to be entertained.
Oh, okay. So I get it. Okay, fine. We got a
I
stripper
mean,
show. Y'all
but
starting
do
to
you
show
see the
off.
women complaining about the amount of titties that we see all the time?
It's a stripper show. What the fuck are you about?
So now they stripping it down, all the way down.
Next nigga say something while I'm talking is getting shot. Please believe that.
All bodies matter. All bodies matter.
Moving forward.
I am not advocating for this. I just like messing with you.
You fine. You fine. We got to stop though, man. These are some good scenes y'all be leading us into. We don't have to see all that. But as far as my man Rome, he want more than that. And I'm like,
First of
okay.
all,
And this is
he had
all.
her looking good though. She was looking so good.
She was. She always looking good though. That's Miss Mississippi
She do.
Kishana.
She
do
do.
what she
She
do.
do.
But Rome, he was doing what he was doing. He was peppering her up to. Anyway, he pretty much saying he want what he want, and it's stupid to me because it's like, nigga, you can pretty much get engaged. I mean, as far as engaging with what you want, as far as the sex you want with whoever you want to, as far as outside of Miss Mississippi. Why do you have to do it with her when you can have a good business format with her and make money with both together and actually do something good? But no, you got to be thinking with your goddamn dick and be retarded.
Greedy.
That's not greedy.
Yes.
That's retarded. That's psychopath.
Okay, he on cocaine all the time. You don't
True,
make the
too.
decisions when you on cocaine.
But the fact that I'm like, okay, he gonna get denied. He gonna be like, oh, forget it then. I'm firing you this and the third. No,
No,
This nigga like,
no,
I'm
I
gonna
knew
take
that's
it.
where he was going. I
I'm
knew
like,
he was
nigga,
going there.
you
I
was
knew-
forgot Cat Williams, so you was just gonna take it. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Like nigga. I just
I'm,
of course, Miss
I like the
Mississippi.
slow mo run scene though.
I
gotta
did.
give
I
it
like
to
the
him.
music. I like what they were doing. I like the soundtrack always to P Valley. Them going back into the past with the old songs that coming back into the present with the newer songs or whatever. I don't even know if this song was new or old. I did enjoy what they was doing though with the scene. I was engaged with it. I can't explain, but I understand the art of the scene.
Yes, thank you. It was
Okay.
artfully shot.
I understand
Thank
the art.
you.
Yes, I understand the art of the scene. But we pretty much get her running to Rome's room. Pretty much
No.
explaining to him.
Wody.
And we gotta forget. I forgot, and I forgot to mention this. My bad. Rome. He ends up pretty much confessing to Miss Mississippi because she don't want to give it up. That he knows that Little Murder is
Oh yeah.
on the flip
And he
side.
got how do he got a
Homies
video?
over hoes. Homies over hoes. He pretty much knows Little Murders with the homies. For real, for real. And I don't know what exact video he showed her, but I'm thinking it's a video between Little Murder and Big Tank. Maybe he had some hidden cameras in the rooms or something.
That's what I thought. I was like, because he is paying for the room, so they might be.
Shout out to Ed Williams. What you-
So he might be putting cameras in there or so. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he was absolutely Matthew. That was his whole thing. It wasn't just about the fact that he was going to try to take majority of what she was going to have, bring it in. He was wanting more than that. Like shout out to Nadia, greedy. I want your money and I want your ass. Basically. That's what he doing, Matthew. Because to me, he was basically setting up a scheme to basically say, Little Murder, I got this information on you. If y'all don't do this in the third, this is what I'm going to do. That was his last resort, basically, as far as Rome. But he didn't know that Miss Mississippi knew Candyman. So,
Hey.
AKA Jimmy Bones. But I forgot Jimmy Bones already in pink. He in the pink. Jimmy Bones in the
Yeah,
pink.
he in the pink.
But yeah, she pretty much go to my boy Wody, explaining that Rome know everything. He know everything about Little Murder. And I still love the way my boy Wody be like, what about Little Murder? Like, holding it down. Like, I know we know certain shit. Like, we own certain shit as far as him and Miss Mississippi, the way they try to talk their language, but he's still like, are you sure you know, or you know? So I don't want to just admit to some shit and you really don't know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wody, man. I love that exchange, man, because he's still, I don't know what you talking about, nigga.
Yes.
Death before dishonor. Goddamn.
Amen.
But yeah, she pretty much explained to him that Rome know everything.
And got the little tizzy.
Shout out to Bodie, pretty much. Okay. Oh, word. That nigga on some damn. I can't say Brian McKnight. Who's the nigga with the damn deep ass voice to be singing? This is Wody. But Miss Mississippi pretty much done had enough, and she ready to go home. She's done.
Bro,
with
her
the
house
talkers.
is so fucking depressing. And I mean, they do a good job of presenting a depressing ass house.
No, but the fact is, when she started going what she went through with Rome, I was like, am I kind of looking forward to her going home to Derek?
I know. And
When
that's
she
why I was
first
like,
got there.
she gotta go.
You go ahead.
No, I was the same way. I was like,
Okay,
damn,
thank
she
you.
gotta go back
I
to
thought I
this
was
hellhole. No. But I was like, she need to go get them babies. So yeah.
I was saying that at first, but it was the way Derek was in there with the baby. And every time we get a scene with Derek and the kids, it looked like everything pretty much good. So that's my whole thing. It's like, okay, she coming home, seeming like maybe she gonna get not Derek to change, but everything she just went through with Rome. That's why I'm once again, maybe I'm looking at it like her.
she
I'm
came
like, okay,
home to
Derek
a
coming
little
in to
bit
say
of
today.
comfort. Yeah, like she came here to just a little bit of comfort, and I was like, it ain't good. I know.
Are we not even looking at it like that in the deal? The fact that
What?
Rome did what he did to her, and now she's looking for Derek to come in and save her again.
Right.
And I just thought about it like that. My bad, y'all. And I didn't even look at it like that at first. I didn't. But now that I'm looking at it like that, I think she basically was like, okay, I need Derek to come save me again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to go ahead and call it, and I'm going to say it. Miss Mississippi pissed me off this episode. She made me mad. She made me upset. I was mad at her. I got back mad at her.
Same.
She gave me the energy.
I thought she was about to
Before we hold on, Gil, we gotta wait. Before we get into it. She comes home off the tour. She's pretty much explaining to Derek that she lied to him anyway, saying Rome had to cut something short or whatever because Derek got information that he wanted to extend the tour because Rome been calling Derek on the side pretty much anyway. Pretty much letting him know the information. They're trying to get him, smooth him over so he can keep Mississippi at bay as far as Rome.
Mm-hmm.
But while she's explaining this to him, and this is where I got the understanding that they had two kids. I'm sorry, I did not know. But she get the oldest kid pretty much whining. He's crying a lot. And pretty much she sees that he's pretty much hurting. She doesn't know where he's hurting. She don't know it to the extent of where he's hurting, but she's hurting. Matthew, we gonna get to it, man. Matthew, man. And Williams. No, she wasn't gonna tell him. But she pretty much takes the oldest one to the hospital. And the oldest one pretty much got on. And when we went to the hospital, I already knew what was coming. That's where I said, oh my God, I know this nigga's not hitting the kid. Come on, bro.
I knew he was. I knew he was.
It's the way she kept looking back and forth at him when she was talking to the baby. Said, what's wrong with him? Like, what's wrong with him? Why he? But it's not just the fact that it's when they lift up the back of his shirt.
Bruh. As soon as I saw that, I would have been plotting on how I'm about to fuck this nigga.
Stop the rain when it starts to pour.
I don't care that you, the father,
Bodies!
all day, every day.
He got to go. But that's not it. It's the fact that she comes back. And I'm like, oh, shit, me and my wife, we said, oh, she not saying nothing. We zooming in on Derek in the kitchen, get prepared for his punk-ass interview. And I like what she say to the nigga, because I'm like,
you ain't gonna get it. I was like,
you ain't get shit.
Tell him.
Stupid.
I was cheering him. I was cheering her on. I was like, she should have called me. I would have rolled up. We would have beat his ass. I don't care.
Bruh, Matthew. This nigga got to go into the grinder. Shout out Good Burger. I want to torture you. You ain't never seen Hellraiser Like, I want to put his ass on the hook. Pinhead. He got to go. He got to go.
He got to go.
But
see, I knew she wasn't about it because she didn't boil no water. She ain't boil no grits. She ain't had no hot grease on the stove. I was like, she ain't about to fuck this nigga up.
She came back.
That'd be
quiet. Derek was talking to her. She wasn't saying nothing. I'm looking at her like, oh shit. I'm looking at her like.
Nam yo horenge kyo, nam yo horenge kyo, nam yo horenge kyo. Nam yo horenge kyo.
Trying to say,
she back. She not saying nothing. She put the baby in the room. She shut the door out slowly. I'm like, oh shit.
To him.
Yes. No. We don't get none of that. Oh yes, Matthew. All that skin for your pleasure, your pain, you need all of that. But what did she do? She comes back. She starts wanting to have a conversation with Derek. She wants to talk to Derek.
She wants to communicate with him. I mean, that's all lovely, but we know who he is. You can't talk to him.
Are we all not yelling at the TV?
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you talking to him. I thought you was about to go in here and ramhead this nigga while he in there getting ready for his interview. Like, I'm thinking we about to get a whole scene where Derek is gone. This it. This the end of Derek. We about to get our chair.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
So disappointed.
I'm sorry, y'all. We do not get that. What we do get is Kishana getting hemmed up. She getting haymakers. Mike Tyson. Right. She almost about to get an iron put to her face.
Bruh.
But she get a whole new definition. A whole new definition to pressed. Like pressed. He was pressed and about to press her ass. Like, it was about to be a done deal. And I'm just looking like, why the baby's crying? The baby's crying in the background, and we all just sitting here as an audience looking at this shit like, I know, and she's sitting there, you can hit me, you can hit,
no, you can't, bruh, I'm trying to tell you, I was like, is she going to go get a frying pan, a weight, a shoe, something? I damn it, a remote, bitch, beat him back.
We had an Easter egg where Autumn Night was watching What Love Got to Do With It, where they got the limousine fight. We don't watch Madea, the grit scene.
Bruh.
I was about to get Jennifer Lopez enough scene on here. Like, damn, you done been through it. Come on, whoop this.
You ain't had enough? Do you see what the fuck he doing to y'all kids? Hell no.
She gets choked out pretty much to damn near her life. And she just get crying at the end, and that's what we get.
She ripped the necklace off that she kept wearing that Diamond gave her.
She's running to Diamond. She's going back to Diamond immediately.
Diamond's not going to help her for what? For what? Everybody right told her she can't. She can't. Ain't nobody gonna help her.
Y'all let me know in the comment section.
She need to help herself.
Kishana, aka Miss Mississippi, running to Diamond after what she just went through. I say she going to Diamond.
You think?
I think she is. I think we about to get a rematch between him and Derek. And once again, we got to talk about.
He is all up on Big Bone right now. He ain't worried about.
I got to go a little bit right back real quick. Just a little bit. This nigga Derek got hands. I'm just gonna say it.
He do.
You remember in that first season?
First of all, when him and Diamond was fighting, I was like, he got hands.
Now we understand that this nigga got hands. He beat up 3 motherfuckers. And you remember we was all waiting for that build up between him and Diamond, and we was like, damn.
Diamond, you let this nigga get you like that.
Him. He's not fighting fair. But yeah. This nigga got hands. I'm gonna talk. He got hands. It is what it is. But we understand he was getting beat by his dad.
Right.
Hey, Matthew, we about to get to it.
That'll be. I'm trying to tell you that whole Derek shit.
We have all the predictions.
My thing is like
she gonna die. Is she?
Nigga, go to sleep after he whoop your ass. Because if he do, he ain't waking up. Like nigga. I wish you would go lay down in that bed. Just know.
Yeah. They laying together.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Do you want? Is she waiting on him to throw the kids out the window?
Y'all be looking out at. We working on that top 5 most hated characters. I got something for y'all. But let's get to it, man. Say his name in the mirror 5 times. You're gonna see Rome.
Hey.
My bad. I said Rome.
Wody.
I meant to say Wody. Say his name 5
Wody.
times. You will see Wody, aka Candyman. Wody pretty much after he got the information from Miss Mississippi, aka Kishana, he walks in on Rome's sex party. And once again, this is why I had the question of why are you going through what you're going through with Kishana?
You got a full-blown orgy going on and you trying to take some pussy. This is the shit I don't understand.
Nigga, why? And he's sitting in there with all the ass he can have surrounding him, pussy everywhere. Nigga, you want to take it. Goofy nigga.
Goofy.
But my man Rome, he pretty much gets seduced, I should say, by Woody from the drug. And Leah has been talking about the sniffing powders.
Yo, first of all, I'm like, as much coke as he do, he did not see how chunky that shit was.
Hey,
or is it better when it's chunky? I don't fucking know. I was just like, that's kind of chunky.
We do not like Rome.
No, we don't like Rome.
Wasn't no dumb nigga. He said, hey man, why don't you go and hit that first?
Wody wasn't no dumb nigga either.
He wasn't. And I like the way he did because he had to think real quick. Shout out to Matthew Wills. Oh yes, she definitely gonna be there.
Yo.
Man, in Williams, I don't know what was going on. All of them, Matthew, we were sitting there watching the party. That was almost a scene from one of those scenes from The Wire back in the day. You remember those scenes from The Wire?
That's another scene I had to rewind it first because I was like, did I just see what I saw? I was like, hold on.
But if you have ever watched The Wire, they have scenes where they have full out orgies in the parties. Shout out to The Wire. But yes, my man Rome sitting in there talking to Wody. Wody bring in the candy lady, the magic. He do. Shout out to Rome. He asked Wody to hit that first, but Wody make a quick move. And Rome being who he is, like, oh, okay. And he goes straight in for the hit.
I was like, I'm like, Steve, you did not see how chunky.
I was thinking, was he just trying to put him under just to get the information? And I was like, oh no, this nigga's killing him.
Oh, yeah, I knew he was dead. As soon as first of all, when I saw it, I was like, that ain't cocaine. No. I'm pretty sure he's about to die, and I was pretty sure of what it exactly was
first. Can we talk about this before we finish this out? P-Valley, I love everything y'all been doing. The way y'all bringing reality to this. The fact that y'all made Wody put him under fentanyl, shit that people been out here dying from lately. All around you've been hearing in the news, whether it's celebrities, people at all. Here come P-Valley again, just throwing that in there. Just throwing that little Easter egg in there. Not because it's something that they trying to make to like popular anything. They just throwing it in there to show you people been dying off this shit.
Because that shit dangerous.
Yes.
That shit is dangerous.
And I like the way they did that to let you know just what he used. Fentanyl. And apologies if I was doing any lagging or anything. It looked like something that happened or something. Apologies. But yes, my man Rome pretty much comes in choking, coke. Wody looking at his ass like the goddamn candy man. Giving him that smooth look. I was just at amaze. And if y'all have ever seen Dave Chappelle or Training Day.
What do you mean, what? Yeah, brother. That's PCP. Angel Dust. Sherman Hemsley. Love Boat. Ashley.
That's all
I love that episode.
I didn't know you like to get wet, Ron. But yeah, pretty much Wody letting them know, I know everything. I know everything you did to Miss Mississippi, and I know everything you told Miss Mississippi. I know all the information that you got. So this is how we gonna do this. How would you like to be buried? I'm like, how cool can it be?
Yo, you know, and he ran the funeral home.
And that's what I said. I said, I forgot. This nigga was playing in coffins when Little Murder showed up. He was playing in coffins.
Scared of death. He not scared of death.
Once again, the goddamn loyalty from Wody coming through. Once again, the scene with him and Miss Mississippi. What you talking about, Miss Mississippi? What about Little Murder? That nigga's in denial. I don't know nothing. The scene with him and Rome. Yeah. Wody. Wody. Wody.
Wody.
Wody. I ain't gonna say it 5 times. I'm just gonna say it 4. But for y'all seeing, you know my man had to end this out with that wink. And you know I had to get it. We all been talking about, we think he was gonna be the one to die. We thought maybe Miss Mississippi was gonna be the one to die. We was never looking at Rome. And we still might still have some deaths coming soon. We still might have some coming. We don't know. But I did have no problem with this being a Miss Mississippi origin story, especially the way this ended out. Rome stole the show for me this episode a little bit. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that scene too, especially with my man Wody. Rome had some good scenes, man. I'm not gonna deny. Shout out to the actor playing Rome, like I said, him coming in. The slang. Shawty, go ahead, put that shit down there. I'm with it.
So we ain't gotta watch with subtitles, but other people do.
Oh no, we understand everything. Shout out to North, like we from the South, baby. Shout out to everything. North Carolina, Cackalack in the building.
Hey.
But yes, Wody definitely almost stole this episode, man. But I had no problem with this being an origin story. And moving forward, is he the main manager now? I know Mississippi done left or whatever, but is he taking over everything as far as the tour moving forward? If she is going to move forward with the tour, especially after everything that just happened with Derek.
Yeah. We'll see.
Are we gonna get Derek being our casualty as far as being the new Jimmy Bones this season? The way Autumn Night had to deal with her casualty last season.
Right, because they both deal with the same thing.
It was. Wody is the MVP this episode. He absolutely is. Definitely let me know how y'all feeling about my man Wody. He's definitely a top character as far as loyalty. We do any type of verses, I gotta put him in that category, man. I got to.
Right.
I feel like they had a couple mentions of that. And shout out to Uncle Clifford coming in with the narration. He was making everybody sound evil, man. Even when he was talking about Wody, when he came in, he was like, angels could turn into devils. Like, I'm thinking he was talking about there, but I'm like, is he talking about Wody, though?
It's all symbolic. We all live. It's all
Clifford, man. He was on his best Morgan Freeman in this episode. Oh no, Matthew. When DJ Never Scared come back, he coming back with Meg Thee Stallion. He coming on the season finale. I bet you. Me and Adele were talking about this. He coming on that season finale.
Like I said, how old is that nigga anyway? Because I swear he had a backpack and was in high school and shit.
So you already had Keishana coming in. Don't try to mess it up with the DJ now. So we gotta stop.
I swear he was underage. No, hell, he was
fucking up.
They doing some hella illegal shit up there in the tank.
You already know that. Everybody got their little side jobs. Got Big L doing what he doing with the white boy. Absolutely, man. Uncle Clifford did what he did. Cinderella story. Jocelyn coming in playing the fairy godmother. They put that whole little spin on that Cinderella story and made it make sense. Hey, Disney Plus, y'all need to hop on P Valley. I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm just playing. I thought, hey, see, I'm taking you off, Ian Williams. I'm not showing your comment.
No. I'm trying to. They on some illegal shit at the paint. I feel like that's why everybody was.
We not. It's all allegations.
Okay.
Y'all definitely let me know how y'all feel about this recent episode of P Valley Season 2, Episode 5, White Knights. How do we want Derek to die? That's what I want y'all to let me know in the comment section. How do we want Derek to die? Not when we want Derek to die. How do we want him to die? Do we want him to die slow? And if we want him to die slow, fire, choking, axe, chainsaw. Like, I'd love to see him in Texas or some shit. Hostile.
Man,
they should have put his ass in Hostile.
I hope she spit in his face. Like, I just the ultimate disrespect. Just
That spitting ain't enough. Like,
kick him in the face, break his jaw, stomp him out with the stripper shoes. I don't.
You ever seen Top 5 with Chris Rock?
Yes.
That's what I want her to do to him. She need to take that tampon, put some goddamn hot sauce. He need to suffer. Go through it.
Oh God.
I choose violence.
Hell, she another person that people didn't have fantasy ways for her to die. Because
Keisha,
nobody was satisfied with the rubble. We were not satisfied with the rubble.
The way you came in and had us hyped up for the fact that we thought you was about to do something, you was
like
wrong.
I said, she ain't boiled no water.
Y'all was wrong too, because y'all made us feel like we was about to get that scene. We was like, oh, she about to do. She was quiet. She came in that motherfucker like a hitman. Like, oh,
no, she was. She didn't ask him if he wanted any tea or grits or to fry some fish or some shit. She should. I'm about to fry some fish. You know, do something.
Hey, Matthew, have you seen Stranger Things? He need to get twisted up like Vecna be doing everybody. He need to get twisted up like that. That's what we need to happen to Derek. Derek need to get twisted up. Oh yeah, shout out to Matthew Wilson for coming through. Shout out to everybody came through in the chat. Everything. Shout out to Williams. He need all that in Williams. He need all that. All right, man.
And please know that these people are just characters. Please don't go.
I know. We were just playing.
I know. I hate when people do that. I really do, because like from 13 Reasons Why, that dude got the same type of hate. Like, I'm like, he's a character.
We just talked about this as far as Uncut, as far as the whole gay scene with Little Murder and Big Tank, the way people coming at them and the real actors, and the fact that they actually, I think, married to real people as far as women or whatever. It wouldn't matter if they was married to real women or not. They got real lives, so it don't matter. But either way, I understand what you're saying. We talk about the characters, though. But they doing a good job because it's characters we love to hate. Like, if you weren't doing a good job, we'd be looking at cliche.
Like, nigga, you ain't... Because first of all, when we first saw him, we was like, this nigga about to be evil and convincingly... Because everybody... Oh, God,
this is how you know he's a good actor. It was the fact that when he first showed up, like I said, I was like, in the past, he kind of could look a good guy. Like, I'm liking what he doing for Keishani, taking up for her. I just got so mad at the way everybody was coming at her because of the fact that Keishani is such a beautiful individual as far as a female or whatever. And I know what they're doing as far as a show, but this is the real world. This is life. Light skin, dark skin, all that shit. It portrays. It's definitely real.
Especially in the South.
And let's be real about it too. As far as the dark skin, light skin thing, it's really real too. As far as individuals that look like us, as far as black people calling each other out, as far as that, making a choice, choosing. And ain't nothing wrong with your preference. It's the fact that when you make it a certain thing, as far as dark skinned chicks can't do this, as far as light skinned chicks, or light skinned chicks can't do this.
Like somebody said, dark skinned chicks can't wear colored hair.
As far as white chicks, like, that's what we're talking about.
Dark skinned girls can't wear blonde hair. Dark skinned girls can't wear red lipstick.
Season 2 has been able to do a lot of that, not only with representation, but bringing in reality as far as the stories. Like I said, the whole thing with the pandemic and not only the pandemic, but the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever, they're not being too heavy on everything. They're able to blend that in with the main story as far as what we want to follow, as far as our main characters, as far as P Valley go.
Yeah, it don't feel like it's just an afterthought, like, oh, now we got to put all it. It's like they integrated it. Very nice.
What they did with Keishana's story, like I said, when I first started watching this, I was like, I don't want to see no whole solo story on Keishana. Once it started going, I was like, I said, shut up. You sitting there getting gay. I'm like, oh no. Like, oh hell, kill his ass. Kill him. And when I say Derek, maybe Keishana's father need to get took out too. I'm just saying. Because I got daughters and shit. I don't care if step or whatever. You ain't putting your... Like I said, man, shout out to everybody came. We about to get off our... let me know in the comment section anything else y'all want to add on. Shout out to everybody that came through. I appreciate everybody that came through. That's one of the reasons I wanted to make sure we go live. So I know everybody came through last time was leaving the comments when we did the premiere. Shout out to everybody that came through. We will be trying to do this on Mondays live. Like I said, it was my fault this time, but maybe it was a good thing because y'all came through pouring in on Tuesday. I'm just saying. But yeah, we will be trying to do this on Mondays, like I said, live as far as the P-Valley reviews every Monday. Once again, shout out to my co-host Madea for coming through and taking the time to be able to join me. We all got busy lives, and that's one of the reasons I wasn't able to come on here Monday. But anything else you want to mention as far as before we get off here?
Nah.
Like I said, I don't mind the solo episodes. I don't feel like we're going to get no more of those, being that we getting into the later part of the season.
Yeah.
If y'all want to do another origin story, though, let's get Uncle Clifford. We need to get Uncle Clifford.
That's what I was about to say.
Yes, let's get Uncle Clifford.
Because I would like to see what he was like when he was younger, and you know.
Man, Ernestine, the way she, I'm pretty sure she raised him, but he probably came in later on. Think about everything he had to go through before getting to Ernestine. I would love to see that. I wouldn't look. I know he's probably some hard. I'm just saying.
I feel like they gonna go there, but I hope they don't. Of course they gonna go. As far as they done went now, you know where they gonna go. It's gonna be a dick every episode. Yeah. They might surprise us and not give us a dick, but we'll see.
See what it is? I wouldn't.
I'm sorry.
I forgot about it. I did.
Y'all killing me with this.
Just expect it.
Y'all killing me with this.
Just expect to see one every episode. You won't be surprised.
Definitely in Williams. That's what I said as far as Uncle Clifford. We want to see what's up with him. I would love to see his parents. I could imagine what that story would be like.
I feel like that's going. I was about to say that's. I feel like that'll be an emotional episode. I don't know.
Oh, I know it is. But once again, I appreciate everybody who came through in the comments that watched us live. I definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate my co-host Adil for being able to join me, being that we're supposed to do this on Mondays and I had to switch it up. I'm working on the top 5 most hated characters. One of those characters I'm mentioning is Michael Ealy from For Color Girls. If y'all ever watch For Color Girls, he threw kids at the window. That's all I'm going to say. I got some more characters on there, and y'all probably know what I'm talking about, some more of them, but y'all definitely need to tune in for that top 5 most hated characters in movies. I'm going to be doing that live too, so be on the lookout for that. The deal going to be joining me for that, but we're going to get a good time for that because I was supposed to do it tomorrow, but with the fact that we had to do this tonight, I might have to reschedule that for. Be on the lookout for that. Tardell is his father. And we have to talk about that another time. Wait a minute. Shout out to everybody that came through. Y'all, this conspiracy theories. Y'all got the ages going on with Keyshawn and DJ Never Scared. Shout out to everybody that came through. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is the road to 600 subs. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Let you know when I upload new videos. If you're watching me on Twitch, make sure you follow me. If you're not following me, once again, shout out to my co-host Adia for coming through. New episode of Uncut This Talk this Friday, 9 p.m. live. YouTube, Twitch. My bad, y'all. Make sure y'all be tuned in.
Right, glitch for a second.
Other than that, man,
like
once again, I appreciate y'all for coming through and taking the time just to watch us. We out.
Hey.